Yes, what's on your mind? You got it. You felt it, yes? Another vision? The Force continues to work through us, showing us the star maps unearthed by Revan and Malak. It is strange that anyone would have built a star map here. The entire surface of Manaan is covered by nothing but vast oceans. The ocean floor is vast, and much of it is uncharted, even by the native Selkath. But how could Revan and Malak have found their way down? No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location. How can I help? Yes, I did end that quite abruptly, didn't I? Perhaps a master could have addressed my questions with the proper wisdom, but I never should have brought it up here, not with you. Part of my purpose on this mission was to guide you in the way of the light, to help you avoid the temptations of the dark side. But I fear I've failed in that task. I don't think I'm the proper Jedi to guide you. I'm no master. You should have remained with the Council. The fact of the matter is, I have never possessed much skill at controlling myself. With the bond that joins us, it seems I have even less. You have maintained the path of the light side, but it has been in spite of my influence, not because of it. It's increasingly obvious I am unable to guide you properly. That's kind of you to say, but I think the evidence speaks for itself. I think I may have made a very big mistake. I simply hope that you are not the one who pays the price, ultimately, for the fact that I can't help you enough. That's a kinder response than I deserve, and I can see there is wisdom in your words. You continue to be there for me, don't you? Even after I keep pushing you away, you're still around when I need you most. You're like no man I've known before. And you're nothing like what I expected you to be after the Council sent us on this mission together. I need time to think about all this. They're not going as I thought they would. We should continue on with our mission for now.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan? What is it you would like to speak to me about? Well, I suppose I have not talked very much about the Jedi I met back home. All of them, were so very invigorating. They were so very alive, so full of hope and energy and zeal. In retrospect, I can see it was a little bit tragic. Those Jedi were going to fight the Mandalorians just after they had invaded. Many of those Jedi perished in the fighting, but to us, they seemed invincible. Especially their leader, who they talked about all the time. Paragons of light and justice, sweeping away all iniquity before them. It was like looking at gods. I was merely using poetic license. Those Jedi, they were enthralling. Everyone wanted just to touch them. Some people thought it would bring them luck. Not that the peace they brought lasted very long. Of course they left. They had a war to go fight, so that we would not all be killed by those psychotic Mandalorians. The Jedi left. The people grew complacent. Those who had been wronged saw their chance at revenge. And so the cycle continues. The oppressed become the new generation of oppressors. The human oppressed, that is. The non-humans were never treated well in any case. We felt the brunt of both administrations. Yes, but humans seem the most pervasive, the most consistent. They took their frustrations and hates out on us because the people they wanted had already fled or were too well protected. But no one looks out for the injustices we suffered. Oh no, but I am sorry. I should not have outbursts like that. No, it is not. Anger can lead to the dark side, and I must be ever careful that I do not fall back into those ways. I thank you for your support. My outburst was uncalled for, but you did not lash back at me. You are a much better Jedi than I, it would seem. But let us not speak more of this now. We should continue on our journey. Perhaps later we will talk again.
Yeah, what do you want? Hey, don't worry. I think you've got enough there as it is. You don't want to overload yourself on stims. Otherwise you might destroy your adrenal system. A real warrior knows his own limits and doesn't overestimate himself. There anything else you need? I don't have as many strange stories like the last one I told you, but I do have a couple about me and the stuff I've done. In one battle above the world of Althir, my unit managed to defeat a force of Althiri 10 times our own size. That battle gained me command of an entire subsect of my clan. For 5 days, they had managed to hold off our forces, keeping us to the outer rings of their world, preventing us from attacking it directly. My task was to assault one of their flanks with a false attack. The Althiri would be drawn out by the units I had sent in. Once they had surrounded those units, the bulk of my forces would attack from the rear and defeat them in detail. They weren't stupid. Stupid races don't make starships and weapons of mass destruction. But they weren't masters of the arts of war as the Mandalorians are. Things didn't go as I had planned. I saw an opening, a mistake they had made in the disposition of their forces, and took it. While fending off our main force, they had let their fleet split in two. The center of their entire fleet was left exposed. I turned my forces and assaulted the center of their fleet, decimating them. Their slow, ponderous ship could not turn to face us without being overwhelmed. The command vessels were destroyed in seconds. Their ranks were thrown into chaos. It was amusing to watch the surviving ships scatter and flee. Several even tried to dive through the plane of the rings to escape us. They were shredded by the rings, or crashed into rocks, or were destroyed by our forces as we pursued them. Warriors do not flee from a battle if they are losing. They fight to the end, as we did against your Jedi Revan. Another time, maybe I'll tell you about how the war with the Republic went. For now, let's just get on with things. Is there something else you want to know? Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
You Republic people are so pathetic, sitting around groveling at the table scraps the Galactic Senators deign to give you. It makes me sick.
The Senators work for the good of the whole galaxy, not for individual gain.
Ha! Don't make me laugh, you gutless simp. It's the destiny of weak-minded fools like you to be ruled over by the strong, like we Sith.
I'm warning you. Don't push me or you'll get just what you're asking for.
Try it. Just try it. I'd love to see you throw the first punch. And with all the cameras around, the Selkath would be all over you inside of 30 seconds. You break their laws. You pay the price, Republic scum. But I can see that you're not man enough to back up your words anyway. If you ever feel like relieving yourself of your worthless existence, feel free to come by our enclave here. We have many, many ways to fulfill your wish.
Yeah, what are you... Oh, I apologize, Master Jedi. I should not have been rude. No, really, I should apologize. I should try to control myself, as you Jedi do. Is there anything I can help you with? Well, of course, I'm always willing to help a Jedi. What do you require? Well, for the Kolto, of course. Really, that's the only reason anyone would want to be here. It's the only reason the Selkath built Ahto City in the first place, to explore Kolto. The Selkath think that by staying neutral, they can play both sides, selling Kolto to everyone that needs it, and making themselves too valuable to be worth conquering. Well, that, and they threaten to destroy the only natural source of Kolto on the planet if anyone tries to attack them. But I think they're underestimating the length the Sith will go to get what they want. They're probably planning something already. Is there anything else you require? Of course. If you have any other questions, you should probably see Roland Wan. He's the Republic diplomat here. He's by the Republic Enclave near the visitor residences. Oh, if you don't know where that is, go north from here, then south past the port official in the first courtyard, east into the second courtyard, then north, then east again. You got that? Have a pleasant stay, Master Jedi.
Process your body.
Precious Republic's days are numbered. It will be long until Malak turns his armada loose on Coruscant itself.
Save your empty threats, Sith scum. Malak isn't stupid enough to attack the core worlds, now with the entire Republic fleet waiting for him.
You're a fool. When the Sith descend on Coruscant, our numbers will block out the sun itself. The Galactic Senators will collapse trembling in fear and beg for mercy at Malak's feet.
You underestimate the Republic's resolve. We'll die before we surrender Coruscant.
That can be arranged. Remember what happened to Taris. Malak could do the same to the core worlds.
He wouldn't dare.
Now it is you underestimate our resolve.
Kakinja nawabagon, pichage borang turang, nada chawa ishun kun. Noba murirati lai kuka, kang nibo ratong chitsa. Chesko yohama kama nopi do hula. Opa na ota bokasa, pampa ki murira kunkin. Shang waba chinyo, shang li chama ucha, wish uyong kun. Chua penti, yun patisa, ichuba jikoka naga, ingu mwa mulira duana, inba nikcha loda kun. Tong hitwama aki inko tune, potong hitwama ji aki inko tu, tong panokun, nonek, chiwi aita ka tong chicha, ki mulira kun kin. Kimba no konik wota. Gizka dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami juzku chitanai, uchua penki, topa na oto bokasa, yubabato kamchi, yatuka ulang. Tong hitwama aki inko tune, potong hitwama ji aki inko tu, tong panokun, nonek, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, ki mulira kunkin, kimba no konik yota, Gizka dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami juzku chitanai, uchua penki, topa na oto bokasa, yubabato kamchi, yatuka ulang, tong hitwama aki inko tune, potong hitwama ji aki inko tu, tong panokun, nonek, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, ki mulira kunkin, kimba no konik yota. ชีวะแอบไอตาคังขี้ชานาจูเปอร์นิโบคุนมูลิราสนิโมปอยวังกาตังอิทวามาจียูมันอักอุงอิกะตุเนชีวิไอตากาชองจิจาอากีอุโกตุเนชุนามูลิราตังอิทวามาจีกนาต้องคิดปานองตุเน็กอาบอบต้องคิดว่ามาอากิอุโกตุเนก็ต้องคิดว่ามาจีอากิอุโกตุต้องปานอคุณนอนเน็กชีวิไอตากาชองจิจากีมูลิราคุนคิงคิงบามกคงนิกโยตาชีวะแอบไอตาคังขี้ชานาจูเปอร์นิโบคุนมูลิราสนิโมปอยวังกาตังอิทวามาจียูมันอักอุงอิกะตุเนต้องคิดว่ามาอากิอุโกตุเนก็ต้องคิดว่ามาจีอากิอุโกตุต้องปานอคุณนอนเน็กชีวิไอตากาชองจิจากีมูลิราคุนคิงคิงบามกคงนิกโยตาGizka do soki kopa bono nakachu labora na winki smak toma uyami jusku chitanai uchua penki topa na oto bokasa yubabato kamchi da tuka ulan Tong hitwama aki inko tune Tong hitwama ji aki uko tu Tong panokun nonek Chiwi aita ka chong chicha Ki nulira kun king Kimba nokun nik yota Gizka do soki kopa bono nakachu Labora na winki smak toma Uyami jusku chitanai Uchua penki Topa na oto bokasa Yubabato kamchi da tuka ulan Tong hitwama aki inko tune Potong hitwama ji aki inko tu Tong panokun nonek Chiwi aita ka chong chicha Ki nulira kun king Kimba nokon nik yota Gizka do soki kopa bono nakachu Labora na winki smak toma Uyami jusku chitanai Uchua penki Topa na oto bokasa Yubabato kamchi da tuka ulan Tong hitwama aki inko tune Potong hitwama ji aki inko tu Tong panokun nonek Chiwi aita ka chong chicha Ki nulira kun king Kimba nokon nik yota Gizka do soki kopa bono nakachu Labora na winki smak toma Uyami jusku chitanai Uchua penki Topa na oto bokasa Yubabato kamchi da tuka ulan Tong hitwama aki inko tune Potong hitwama ji aki inko tu Tong panokun nonek Chiwi aita ka chong chicha Ki nulira kun king Kimba nokon nik yota Chiwi aita ka chong chicha Agi inko tune chuna mulira Tong itwama jikona Tong kipa nonku nek abog Tong hitwama aki inko tune Potong hitwama ji aki inko tu Tong panokun nonek Chiwi aita ka chong chicha Ki nulira kun king Kimba nokon nik yota Chiwi aita ka chong chicha Agi inko tune chuna mulira Tong itwama jikona Tong kipa nonku nek abog Chiwa aita kan kicha na chupornibo Kun muliras nimo poi wanga Tong itwama ji yuman akun ikatune Gizka do soki kopa bono nakachu Labora na winki smak toma Uyami jusku chitanai Uchua penki Topa na oto bokasa Yubabato kamchi da tuka ulan Tong hitwama aki inko tune Potong hitwama ji aki inko tu Tong panokun nonek Chiwi aita ka chong chicha Ki Ki mulira kung king. Kimba no kung nik yota. Gizka dosoki, kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki snaktoma. Kuyami jusku chitanai. Tuchua penki. Topa na oto bokasa. Yubabato kanchi. Datuka ulan. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune. Chuna mulira. Tani wama jiko na. Tonki pa nonku nek abog. Tong hit wama aki inko tune. Potong hi wama ji aki inko tune. Tong pa no kun no nek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira kun king. Kimba no kun nik yota. Gizka dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki snaktoma, kuyami jusku chitanai, uchua penki, topa na oto bokasa, yubabato kanchi, datuka ulan, tong hitwama aki inko tune, potong hitwama ji aki inko tu, tong padokun, nonek, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, ki mulira kun king. Kimba no kung nik yota. Gizka dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki snaktoma, kuyami jusku chitanai, uchua penki, topa na oto bokasa, yubabato kanchi, datuka ulan, tong hitwama aki inko tune, potong hitwama ji aki inko tu, tong padokun, nonek, chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira kung king. Kimba no kung nik yota. Gizka dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki snaktoma, kuyami jusku chitanai, uchua penki, topa na oto bokasa, yubabato kanchi, datuka ulan, tong hitwama aki inko tune, potong hitwama ji aki inko tu, tong padokun, nonek, chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira kung king. Kimba no kung nik yota. Gizka dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki snaktoma, kuyami jusku chitanai, uchua penki, topa na oto bokasa, yubabato kanchi, datuka ulan, tong hitwama aki inko tune, potong hitwama ji aki inko tu, tong padokun, nonek, chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira kung king. Kimba no kung nik yota. Gizka dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki snaktoma, kuyami jusku chitanai, uchua penki, topa na oto bokasa, yubabato kanchi, datuka ulan, tong hitwama aki inko tune, potong hitwama ji aki inko tu, tong padokun, nonek, chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira kung king. Kimba no kung nik yota.
Yeah, what do you want? I think I'll tell you a bit about the recent war we had with the Republic. That might be more familiar to you. The one where Jedi Revan beat my people. We started by conquering worlds outside the Republic. We did it quietly so the Republic wouldn't really know what was going on until it was too late. When we finally did hit the Republic worlds, they had no idea we were coming. We came in through 3 invasion corridors in adjacent sectors. Anyone who put up a fight, or wouldn't fight, was crushed. We raised whole worlds trying to provoke the Republic into fighting us. I don't particularly enjoy wiping out worlds for its own sake, but the cowardly tactics the Republic defenders used left us little choice. hiding in the homes of civilians, using families as shields, thinking we would not use appropriate force on their bases inside major cities. They underestimated our resolve, and what measures are acceptable in war. Those who cannot defend themselves should not be around those who can in battle. If annihilating a city is the kind of power it takes to overwhelm a Republic shield device, then that's what we did. Necessary force to destroy all opposition. There was no honor in wiping them out like rats, but some of your forces did redeem the Republic in our eyes, especially later. Later, when Revan had joined the war. But we'll get back to that. We've wasted too much time already. Is there something else you want to know? Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
Got something on your mind? You got yourself a fast little ship? I'd forgotten what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an Ullar invading season. Oh, frightful. Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of a synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing? I'm old, damn it. I'm allowed to be enigmatic when I want to be. And don't you go telling me otherwise. You know, you remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny, all of that. Breath like a panther. Oh, very funny. Is it my fault that some people are so easily annoyed? Like impatient little children with blasters. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, Andor Vex was his name. The force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was. I did. Just because someone has the force swirling about them doesn't always mean they have a great destiny. But it doesn't hurt to check it out. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall. I am not. I've no need to make things up. My poor memory and all. You just sit still and let me finish, damn it. Let's see. Oh yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring. Well, he had a much better food dispenser than you do. That and the fact that even I wasn't an altogether impatient twit. I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time, they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fella, big teeth. Krat has us all out to the bridge of his ship for questioning, and that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand. Of course he did. Haven't you been listening? It was not in the way you probably expect, though. Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed, too, or this could have just been gurgling noises. Well, anyway, finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing. Everyone panics, and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recovered. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you? Well, hey, the chances may not be great, but One has the opportunity to see something like that twice in a lifetime. Anyway, go on. My throat is dry and you're making me cranky. Shoo!
Jolee, it is you. I need your help.
Elora, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left Kashyyyk?
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunry. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Why? Whatever could be the matter, my dear?
Oh, it's horrible, Jolee. Sunry has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of murder.
Murder? But how?
It's all a mistake, Jolee. Sunry isn't a murderer. Someone is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Elora. Where's Sunry now?
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Elora. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sunry. Somehow.
So, do we have a deal?
That's an awful lot of money. Is there something you're not telling me?
Don't be so suspicious. The Republic is generous. We pay our mercenaries well.
Makes sense, I guess. All right, I'm in. When do I start?
Just show up at the Republic Embassy tomorrow and speak to our representative there. I'm sure he'll have some task he wants you to start on right away.
Careful here, kid. Start poking your nose in a place it doesn't belong, and you might not like what you find.
Amen. Clear out. You're cramping my style with the ladies.
You're new around here, aren't you? My name's Juhani. Care to buy a Sith girl a drink? That is, unless you're one of those simpering Republic soldiers. Well, some of the soldiers like to go and bet on the swoops on their day off, but this planet is bad enough without mingling with the locals. It isn't easy here, you know. Not with all the Republic soldiers walking the streets while we sit and do absolutely nothing. Malak should send a fleet in and conquer this whole sector, Kolto or no. But I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here to have a couple of drinks and try to unwind, you know? We Sith are interested in a lot of things. If you're smart, you'll stay out of Sith business. But I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here to have a couple of drinks and try to unwind, you know? Oh, I get it. I get a little bit wild, and you want to hold it against me. Come on, what's the matter? Afraid I'll drink you under the table? Hey, if you're not man enough to keep up, who needs it? Seems I'm not ladylike enough for some men. Well, I may be a woman, but I'm still a soldier. Barkeep, bring me another round.
The Republic respects the peace of Ahto City, Your Honor, But the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake. I have 3 soldiers in the infirmary.
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries. Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they won a fair fight?
I hardly call 6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers. They were provoked, Your Honor. The Sith goaded them into this fight.
I suppose you're Sunry's only hope. We have to at least try to help him. Yes, but it almost seems too heavily stacked, doesn't it? Very suspicious.
Yes.